closing in on game time now at Great American Ballpark. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. MLB The Show has baseball now from the banks of the Ohio River as we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, ought to be a decent pitching matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins, as their order will read like this. They'll step in against a real strikeout artist, the hard-throwing right-hander Johnny Cueto. Christian Yelich will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off the afternoon for Miami, center fielder, Christian Yelich.
Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one.
He's going to want to keep that pitch down a little more. Day game, ball will be jumping, so you got to keep that ball in the park today.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon, 2-0 now. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. 2-2. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game. So Cueto able to dispatch of the leadoff man here, and with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Justin Turner will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night. First pitch coming. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Just underway here in Cincinnati. Now the 2-2 pitch. slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Left fielder,
Josh Willingham will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And a ball 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Down the line, but this will kick foul. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Miami down in order, and now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Now the starting lineup for Cincinnati in this one. They'll match up against the fella you see right here, the veteran right-hander Henderson Alvarez. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Billy Hamilton will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
leading up for the Reds, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 times now he's painted that fastball on the outside corner. Now you got to worry about seeing that pitch for a 3rd time.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Skip Schumacher will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Joey Votto will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled back. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Here's the 2-2 home. Opposite field to left. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
Boy, that's a little surprising right there. I wonder if this ball maybe knuckled on him a little bit right at the end. There's no way he lost it in the sun. It wasn't hit high enough.
Jay Bruce will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Too high, 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Back in standing. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. And make it an even 10 games in a row he's hit in now as that bat has really come alive of late. Brian Pena digs in now with a chance to do a little damage and give his club the lead in the early going. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Turner for 1. The relay on to first, the double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Garrett Jones leads things off now in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Garrett Jones.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Come on, let's do it.
Fouled straight back. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
How about that sequence right there? Fastball, fastball, and fastball again. No surprise what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the three-pitch see you later.
Greg Dobbs will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
All right.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Rob Brantley will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. He's running towards second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. Santiago puts down the tag. He's out at second base.
Well, you know, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Now another 1-2. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that'll get down for a two-out single.
Yeah, a nice effort here at third. It gets on him pretty quickly. Maybe if he's a foot taller, he's got a shot, but this one had left field written all over it.
Brian Bogusevic will get his first cuts here with two gone now and a runner at first. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And there he goes towards second. And he short-armed the throw a bit as it skips past him at second. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot as he gets it back in to prevent any further trouble.
Well, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with 2 away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a fair ball chopped up the line to first. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Roger Bernardina will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Left fielder, Roger Bernardina.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Here comes the 2-1. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
And this is hit in the air out toward Willingham in left field. And he's got it for out number 1.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Jack Hanahan.
Jack Hanahan will get his first cuts here. And that misses, ball 1. Very high, 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Batting eighth, the shortstop.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his two-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the four-seamers.
Ramon Santiago will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. A fastball there, and this is bounced sharply toward the hole and into right field, a 2-out single. And a good at-bat there as that, in fact, stretches his hitting streak out to 9 games now.
Pitcher, Johnny Cueto.
Johnny Cueto will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now, still not out of the second inning.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Yeah, and this ball's hit right down the line and not fair by a whole lot. You can see the umpire right on it to make the call. He gets it right as this ball is fair by not more than a foot or so.
Billy Hamilton will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Ed Lucas will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Here's a ground ball to first. And a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
Henderson Alvarez will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Infield expecting bunt. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but hey, he gets the job done.
Christian Yelich will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And that's right there, and we're even at one. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Keep the runner from scoring.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Justin Turner will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
One thing you're taught as an infielder, you've got to go play the ball. Don't let the ball play you. Here, you can see this ball gets in on him a little bit, and he kind of just stabs at it, and it winds up kicking right off the heel of his glove.
Josh Willingham will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. On to Schumacher covering, and that'll end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've played 2.5, no score on the show. Skip Schumacher will start things off here for Cincinnati, with Joey Votto to follow next.
Second baseman, Skip Schumacher.
And a high strike there, 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Come on, Red.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Go get him. Here we go.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And that's going to land foul. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Joey Votto will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
One thing that's happened in these last 2 at-bats, it's driven up his pitch count. That's now 14 pitches just to the last 2 batters.
Here he comes on 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And this one misses Devato as he'll reach. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
right. Wait for your pitch.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Let's go, Red.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is fouled back and out of play. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Brian Pena will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Go, Red.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
That's right. Good eye.
Ready with the 2-1.
All right, let's go.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Here we go. Get your kid in here. Here we go.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's go, Red.
3-2, here it comes. In the air to center. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Reds lead 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Garrett Jones will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Garrett Jones.
Get ready for the game.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Now he goes the other way with a fastball, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And the fourth inning has begun with a home run. A solo home run for Garrett Jones. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Well, you can position those infielders and those outfielders anywhere you want, but unless you've got somebody stationed out there in the cheap seats, it ain't gonna matter much. He crushed that one.
Now
Greg Dobbs will dig in. He singled his first time around. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Rob Brantley will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Fastball off the plate away for ball one.
That last pitch was number 50 already. And with one out in the fourth, that's way too many.
1 run on 3 hits and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Just overmatched him there.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Hanahan is there, 2 down.
He'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. You know, when he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. There to play it is Hanahan. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 1-0 Miami. Roger Bernardina will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Left fielder, Roger Bernardina.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one.
Let's go, 50.
And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball, watching it all the way under the barrel of the bat. That's as good a form as you're going to see.
Jack Hanahan will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. No runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors thus far for Cincinnati. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Now the 3-1. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Oh, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
A runner at second, nobody out. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. Now, this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Ramon Santiago will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And this is going to be a foul ball. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. That's heading for the hole, and it'll indeed find the hole into right. He's 2 for 2. It's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate. He turns it around for a solid single.
Johnny Cueto He'll stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at-bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball, that can be huge.
And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
1-0 pitch now. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Bogusevic is there. Let's see if they try it. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Oh, that was taking a big risk. You've got to know you're trying to score against a guy that's got one of the best arms in the business, and he sets up and makes a great throw here to the plate, but that runner's just able to slide by safely.
Billy Hamilton will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Get a hit. On.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Look out for the double play.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight, get his guys a leadoff base runner.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and standing in the left-handed hitting Skip Schumacher. First pitch coming. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Here's the 1-0. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Bare-handed for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Ed Lucas will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Shortstop, Ed Lucas.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out, and now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
Henderson Alvarez will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance.
He swings at anything. Throw it anywhere.
And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. To second for one, and it's right over his head.
And you know what? This is always a really difficult throw for a first baseman because he has to deal with the runner who's headed to second base. And also, that runner can sometimes screen the shortstop that's covering the bag. And in the end, this one gets thrown away.
Christian Yelich will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And now on the mound, after all these errors, some guys will start thinking, I got to take matters into my own hands out here. A lot of times, that can just make things worse.
And this is on the ground, but foul past Votto at first. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Justin Turner will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Changeup called strike 1. Down and away, ball 1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Down right here.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Therefore, it is Votto, 2 away now.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Josh Willingham. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. And he takes strike two.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. On the ground to third. On to Schumacher covering, and that'll end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Joey Votto, who get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce.
First baseman, Joey Votto.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Let's go, Joey! Let's go!
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. And sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. First offering on the way. And that's taken for strike one. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right. Bogusevic is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Up next for Cincinnati,
Brian Pena will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Fouled back. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Garrett Jones will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
Jones.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, you sir, peanuts?
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And this will be fouled away. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, and a great way to kick off the inning here. That's going to get the go-ahead run to second base with that double. And you know, even though it's still the 6th, you'd love to find a way to grab that lead right now and hopefully just let your bullpen take it home from here.
Greg Dobbs will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
You're gonna hit front.
Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, and that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
Rob Brantley will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. All right, we're called up.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Keep up the run.
1-2. Grounded to third. He's got it. And the throw is low that time to first. And did he have control of it? Yes, says the first base umpire. And there are 2 gone.
Well, by rights, this should have been an RBI single. But that's one heck of a play out there on defense. The run's still going to score, but what an exceptional defensive effort out there to at least get an out on the play.
Brian Bogusevic will try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. First pitch on the way. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. One on the way. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Hamilton is under this one. And he will put it away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Marlins on top, 2-1. Roger Bernardina will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Fielder, Roger Bernardina.
And he gets ahead 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Swinging a tapper out in front, and he's retired here 1 away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Jack Hanahan will stand in. Base on balls his last time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a 1-out single.
Trying to change the eye level there. After the fastball up, they come right back with an off-speed pitch at the knees. But he stays right on it, drives it for a base hit.
Ramon Santiago will step in, a base hit in his last time. In there for strike 1, 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And there's ball 1. Runners on the move for second. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through, a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he'll signal to the bullpen that's going to be it for Henderson Alvarez. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it, he could get a no decision, he could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score.
Attention, please. Now pitching for
So a new
Miami.
pitcher set to come on now, as it'll be the effectively wild Carlos Marmol that makes an appearance here. Brandon
Attention,
Phillips
please.
will get the call here as he'll
Getting
hit for the pitcher.
Cueto, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoiding them.
Find the hole.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Look, you count him, Leno.
Now a swing and a little soft ground ball down to third. A play at the plate. Tag applied by Brantley. He is out at the plate.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it. They get him easy.
Billy Hamilton will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
That 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And standing in, the left-handed hitting Skip Schumacher. Fastball in there for a called strike. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to first. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2. Joey Votto. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. A flip on to Turner there for the force out, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits here, 1 Marlin error, and a couple of men left. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 3 and the Marlins 2. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Jonathan Broxton is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Jonathan Broxton.
Ed Lucas will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Shortstop.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Now he'll try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Will Nieves will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
22. Will Nieves.
And here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now a ground ball hit toward the hole, and this is going to make its way into right field for a 1-out base hit.
A good job to get on base there as the tying run. Now, it wouldn't surprise me to see a pinch runner here so they can get a little speed out there at first.
Christian Yelich will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
You have got to be kidding me. You're not going to see this ever. I mean, this is a base hit all day long, but he comes up firing from his outfield position, and they wind up getting a force on the play.
Justin Turner will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
All right, straight down here.
Hit hard toward the right side. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way. Use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
Josh Willingham will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Let's keep him right there.
Upstairs with it yet again. It's 2-0 now.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me right here. First base is open following that double. I don't think they have any intention of giving him anything in the strike zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
Big spot, 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now the 3-0 offering. Taking hold away that time, it's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Marlins strand a pair. They trail 3-2. Dan Jennings will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Dan Jennings.
Jay Bruce will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Right fielder, Jay Bruce.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He'll get it into second, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Brian Pena will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now for Bruce, that's now 17 two-base hits for the year. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Short lead from second. Now the pitch in the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt, and as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment, and as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI, as it's now a 4-2 game.
And that could wind up being a very big insurance run here in the late going. Anytime you can get your bullpen an extra run to work with, they'll thank you for it. And this pushes the lead up to 2 now.
Mike Dunn will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Roger Bernardina will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Runs up to bunt here and gets one hard down the first baseline. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Jack Hanahan will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Now here's the first pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
The 2-1 home. And that one finds the target on the outside corner, 2-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Swing and a high chopper. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Reds lead it 4-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Manny Parra is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Ryan Ludwig is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Garrett Jones will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. In there, strike 1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Sort of a sloppy performance by both teams thus far. You see the 5 combined errors as we get a look at the line score, and those errors, of course, have played a big part in the ballgame. Greg Dobbs will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Full count, 3-2.
Now, 3-2 with a 2-run lead. This has to be in the strike zone. You can't work the corner here. This has to be right at him.
Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
And now the right-handed batting Jeff Baker is in the on-deck circle. It looks like he'll be called upon to pinch hit here. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. For Dobbs, he stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Breaking balls in there that time, 1-1.
And when he's finding the inside corner with that curveball, whoa, he can be tough. That's a hard pitch to hang in there on.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Third double of the game for these guys, as you see the comparison there. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Giancarlo Stanton will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
27.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
Oh, and I like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try it again and see if he can hold off twice.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Giancarlo Stanton will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Playing right field, number 27.
Jared Saltalamacchia is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Ramon Santiago will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
The shortstop, Ramon Santiago.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's one hit towards the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan Ludwig.
Ryan Ludwig will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First pitch to him. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Here it comes. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Billy Hamilton will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Now we'll try to beat one out here, but this will be just foul. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. On to first with it is Jones as he steps on the bag to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We played 8 full. Reds out in front, 4-2. Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Ed Lucas will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he misses there, 1-2. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 2-2 offering. Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Adeiny Echeverria will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Adeiny Echeverria.
Now the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. And here's a slider for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a bouncing, and oh, this is off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
When you're down by 2 in the ninth, there's that old expression about needing a bloop and a blast. Well, that was hardly a bloop. That ball was stung pretty good. But it is going to get the tying run to the plate. There's new life in that dugout.
Christian Yelich will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Two and two.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
It's not fun for righties to hit against this guy. For left-handed hitters, it's really not fair. I mean, how are you supposed to hit a pitch like that? Simple answer is you don't.
Justin Turner will stand in as their last chance now. fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fouled back. Ready with another 2-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And obviously a walk here would be a big no-no with 2 outs in the 9th. You cannot put that tying run on base.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Josh Willingham will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
And Willingham watches that one miss, a ball and a strike.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Oh, that's just flat out nasty. Chapman's got to be the guy you least want to see out there in the 9th inning. He gets the final 3 outs here, and he picks up a save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, the Reds were able to claim victory here thanks in no small part to the efforts of this man on the mound. Aroldis Chapman. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 4-2. So long from Cincy.